Welcome to Milani's Fun with Thermomix. I just want to show you a few things on the brand new TM7, the cooking center, some settings and maybe some of the modes. So let's dive in. This is our home screen that you will see over here. So when we're in the home screen, I've set mine to show me what's in my week, like a planning mode, I would say. This shows you what I've planned for the week. My week is there, pre-clean, manual mode, tutorials and help. So there's a lot of videos you can watch on here as well. If we go to the hourglass, it's our cookie do and we can search for recipes on there. Then the recipe book side is where we find our recently cooked recipes, bookmarks, my recipes, collections and created recipes. So you can have a squiz there what I've been up to in my Thermomix lately. But also there in the created recipes is where I've popped recipes in that's mine or that I've adjusted or imported from the recipe community. So for instance, I felt funny and I put my grandma's bread, banana bread recipe on here, but popped it in Afrikaans. So you can play around a bit with that. Then you've got your modes over here and we'll talk through them soon. As you can see at the bottom of the modes, we've got this section where in the TM6 it was, I think it was called kata, or it shows you how long would I chop ice for to get it into crushed ice, or how long would I chop nuts up, or how long would I chop carrots. So you don't have to remember carrots if I want it chopped and it's a lot of carrots that I need to do it for whatever it may be, 10 seconds speed 3 or whatever it may be. If you go into it and you weigh it in, it'll tell you exactly how long you can chop your carrots for. Or if you want to steam them, how long would I steam if they are sliced or if they are whole carrots. So you never have to remember these things. I call it the cheat function. So you can just have a look here at the bottom. Under your modes, you'll find that cheat function. In our modes here, we've got the manual mode where you can do things yourself. If you just quickly want to chop something, you know how long to do it or you've done it a million times, you can pop in minutes, seconds. It works on a wheel that you turn, or we've got the quick ones here where you say +1 or +5 or +10, and if you've made a mistake you can always say reset. Same with your temperature, there's some quick temperatures at the bottom, and then with your speed as well. To turn your blades around so it's not chopping but it's stirring, we call it reverse. You just press that button and then it's on reverse. And then to get your scales on manual mode, we just tap on there and you've got your scales. You can tear them and clear them. So that's manual mode. That's how TM31 owners would have used everything, as well as maybe TM5 owners. So that's when you're not doing guided recipes, you're doing manual cooking. Then our awesome one here is pre-clean, where it'll even show you with pictures how dirty is your bowl. Just a quick clean, universal dough, caramel fat, and if you tap on whichever one and you just press play, the Thermomix will decide how dirty it is and how long you need to clean for. Dough function, I must be honest, I use dough function mostly in my recipes, but there you go. If you're making your own dough, that's how you can do it there. Lovely on the TM7 we have a browning function, so you don't have to go into recipes to caramelize your onion or do those things. You can get the very high temperature of browning just by going into this mode. Steaming, used to be called varoma, is when we pop water in the bottom and you put, I don't know, 2 chickens in there, which will fit in this new bigger varoma. It's 45% bigger than your TM6. Or if you want to do a silver side or 2 layers, There's so much space in this Varoma to do your steaming in. So lovely to bulk up recipes. While you're doing curry in here, you can do a heap of vegetables. You can steam your rice, cauliflower rice, whatever in there. So that's our steaming mode. Then turbo is what I use a lot. It's my zhoosh function. So if I go into turbo, it's to quickly clean the bowl. Just pop water, dishwashing liquid in the bowl and go to 1, 2, 3 and play. It will go zhoosh, 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 and you're done. What we also use turbo for is for making mince, for instance, or making breadcrumbs, and you just turbo until you find the perfect consistency. Pieces of chicken breast into chicken mince, in 2 seconds you've got mince. Blending function for all your smoothies and those type of things. Soups, beautiful pumpkin soup blended down into perfect temperature. One of my favorites is the egg boiler mode. Just pop your eggs straight into the bowl, in between the blades. Pop the water in, and then you pick soft, medium, hard or hard. Now, I like my eggs dead, so once they cook, it doesn't matter if I take them out straight away. But if you like them soft, for instance, once it calls you, just pour your eggs out in there and rinse them off in cold water, otherwise they'll keep on cooking. You don't have to remember all these things. All our modes have got an information button that you can press and it'll show you exactly what to do. Then open lid cooking is another new one with the TM7. With our TM6 we couldn't do that, you had to wait for the arms to open. But with the TM7 and any recipe that you cook under speed 2, you can lift your lid, recipe will stop, you can stir, check what's happening, and as soon as you pop the lid back on, it will keep on cooking. So with the open lid cooking, it's like cooking on a stovetop or on a pan that you can just stir and keep the lid off. Yeah, kettle mode. You can boil your water at any temperature. So if you're a tea connoisseur, you can drink your green tea at 90 degrees, or just imagine those baby bottles that you had to prepare for. 37 degrees exactly. How good is that? No more testing and trying to know if it's the correct temperature. Warm up mode, if you want to warm something up again, I would recommend things like soups and stuff. Very easy to just re-warm over here. No need for a microwave. Rice cooker mode. What it says, it cooks your rice. The one I like to use for our rice is I pop the rice in the simmering basket, put water in the bowl, and just do the steamed rice recipe. That's what I like. This one fits in nicely in there. Then thickening mode is for things like sauces, your bechamel. Even if you want to make your gravy and things, you can pop the gravy powder in there with your water and press thickening mode, and it'll stop when the consistency is correct. No judgment here. You can make everything from scratch, or you can use powders and things still if you want to. Slow cooker mode, would recommend you get the blade cover peeler when you slow cook, so that your meat stays nice chunky. Fermentation modes for yogurt, so that's a huge money saver. You can make 2 liters of yogurt for about $6. I think 500 grams of yogurt must be around $6–8 in the shops. Or you can do the pot set where you pop the Varoma on top and you can do your yogurt in your thermo server in the top and make your pot set yogurt, or even in small yogurt jars. That's another whole chapter. Sous vide is when you cook food at a low temperature for a long time in vacuum bags. You pop water in here and pop the vacuum bags inside. That's something you can experiment as well. The peeler, grater, slicer and spiralizer. Peeler is available for the TM7 already. You can use the TM6 peeler as well. It'll fit in here to get your potatoes nice and rough for that yummy roasted potatoes in the oven. Your grater, slicer and spiralizer is a separate attachment. that is coming soon to the TM7. So that's just a quick overview on all your modes, but like I said, on any of these modes, if you go into them, there's an information button, show tips, that you can just go into and it'll explain it for you as well. And then we've got our last one that looks like a telephone dial, where you can find my week, you can find settings, profile, and cookie do. So this is where you can look up how long your cookie do subscription is still valid for, those type of things, and lots of tutorials and help. But I want to show you something in settings. If you've just set up your new TM7, can I give you a quick tip? We can go through all of those, but specifically looking at the sound, your sound you can set how loud or how soft it is, but the one thing I want you to set, if up to you, when you get your Thermomix, it will go do-do-do-do-do, forever and ever and ever until you come and stop it. But if you set this little button, it can be 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, unlimited, and I think there we go. It can just bing once and stop as well. So I prefer that. So when I'm busy with other things, it doesn't keep on going and going. You can thank me later. There's also some other things you can set on there, your next steps and those type of things. Another one you might use often is Wi-Fi. So if you take your Thermomix away like I do, why would I go suffer somewhere else when I'm on holiday if I can take my TM7 with? And I must say, the 7 travels much easier than the 6, because look how small this one is compared to the 6. So for caravans, and if you like popping your Thermomix away when you're not using it, it fits into drawers and things much easier. But coming back to Wi-Fi, that's where you'll go to connect to the holiday resorts Wi-Fi, or to the camping ground, or to hotspot your phone. It's a good one to know. You can go through all these different things, but that's where you get all the different functions. So I've showed you some of the modes, the settings, and there's another little thing I want to show you, which is called our cooking center. So if we draw our finger down from the top there, it'll show the recipe we're busy cooking. It'll also give you a timer that you can set, your scales, and the pre-clean. So this is a quick way to get to those things. Then I also just quickly want to show you the different bits on our TM7. So you've got your bowl. I showed you how to put the simmering basket in. We have the little hook on the spatula. So when your simmering basket is hot, sorry, I'm standing at an awkward angle here, you can just pop that in there to take it out so you don't burn your fingers. It also has this little section so you can stick the spatula in to lift the lid. No more burning your fingers to do that. Another little tip on the spatula while I've got it in my hand is you can pop it down like that to not mess on your counter, or you can stand it up. Another little trick on the spatula is that when you want to get dough and things out of your Thermomix, that fits right over and you can just twist it to get the dough to drop out. Neat little thing, isn't this? While I've got the bowl in my hand, to get the blades out is so much easier in the TM7 than any of the other Thermomixes. We just slide this dial and pull out the blade. If you want to pop it back in, and slide the dial again. So especially for those that struggled with their hands to loosen the bowl, this is much easier. This bowl's got the insulated bowl, so that you hardly ever have to wash because it doesn't really get dirty. And then you've got your inner. This can go, it can all go in the dishwasher except your base unit, but I rarely ever put this one in, just can pop that one in. But to be honest, I just do the quick turbo zhuzh clean most of the time. Unless I've done a lot of cooking and I've got a few Thermomix bowls dirty, I just quickly do them with the Turbo Clean. So let's pop this back together. Pop it on there. Oh, maybe I'll show you this first. Your butterfly whisk, similar to your TM6, but with this one, it doesn't matter where you put it. You can pop it anywhere and it's fine. Not like with your others, you have to be very precise. This one, you can pop it anywhere. What else do I need to show you? And I have shown you the Varoma, but I'll show you again. We just take the lid cap off and then pop your Varoma on top. So that's a few basic settings on the new TM7. Some modes, and I hope you found that helpful. Come back again to Milani's Fun with Thermomix, like and subscribe, and send me some comments down below. See you next time.